Right. And after all that mess, I think the first thing we should do is just, well, basically go to bed. Since, especially Ulbrig isn't looking too nice.
I'll take back.
Let me help.
And we don't have too much healing capacity left, so I would say, let's go back to the Nexus.
Forget me.
We'll win this, one way or the other.
Just have to search. Always forgetting where the portals are. Portal up. I don't want a portal up, I want a portal home. I would be so lost in a city like that. And also, I mean, it's me changing the camera angle, but just imagine that anyone could do that and everything is in constant movement. Portal down, portal up, portal. Let's take the portal. But I think there's still quite a lot of things left to do here in the upper city, so I think I would do the companion quests first, and once we've done them, we can head to the lower city again, and let's have a look for the backup. Nexus. Hey there, Jen, I hope that's pronounced correctly. Imagine being a mailman and the house literally run away from you. Sounds like hell, or, well, abyss.
I previously noted that Cleric Vanic was naive and frivolous, and that foolish display with the orchestra is just the latest proof.
Come on.
The
Where's
orchestra?
your heart? The lad's in love for the first time and his head's full of silly ideas. But that's a good thing. We're fighting so that people can arrange silly orchestras for their beloved without having to worry about demons.
Ah, they're talking about the date. Alright. At least we're able to cure the death's door condition here. That's kind of a relief.
Let's see what we can do.
That's the wrong way. Or is it? No, it's not. See, I don't even need a moving city to get lost. I can do that all by myself.
Here we go.
Dun, 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 dun. We're doing both quests for Woljif and for... what was your name again? Oh boy. What was his name again? My head is a thief. You know, the assassin dwarf. That one. Can't be that I don't remember it. Greybor. Just wanted to say that. Okay, do we have any marker on the map? Nope. So I would say, let's just explore a little. That looks good. Or not. Let's take this one.
I can handle it.
It would be especially mean if there were different angles and you can like connect more than one thing.
I sense something.
In the pillar, interesting. Some lockpicks and a cloak. Lone Wolf's cloak. Ooh. Cloak of Protection +2, which is also kind of nice for ranged units.
I'm prepared.
Let's have a look. But there's a Cloak of Resistance for +3 on damage rolls and range attacks. Sounds kind of nice. So let's take it. More all out than defensive. I wouldn't be able to keep all of it straight playing this and Divinity and Baldur's Gate 3 at the same time. Yeah, me neither. Does this lead anywhere? It does. Ooh. Also kind of fun that the senior guard and the guard look exactly the same. I wonder if that is the Palace of Shadows, if this is where Nocticula is residing. I guess so. A mighty demon, his chin lifted arrogantly, glances at you with no hint of interest. I want to go in. You have not been invited. Make yourself scarce, or I'll do it for you. What is this place you're guarding? Just considering whether you're worthy of his attention, the demon deigns to answer. This palace is Lady Nocticula's residence, mortal. Uninvited guests are not welcome. I don't think intimidating is a good idea. I mean, and we still have the quest, so at least for the time being I would try to go the quest way instead of just murdering our way there. Because it kind of feels like the final quest for this act. But maybe I'm completely wrong. We'll see. The demon ignores you with magnificent indifference and continues staring into space. Do you say anything different? Ah, only the senior guard is able to talk. Quite the huge palace. Probably will be very interesting to see what's hiding inside there.
The demons wait.
Can we find anything else? Okay. No, not here. Yeah, I guess it will be just a terrace here. And some lovely blood wells. Fountains even. Oh, is there anything hiding here? Mercenaries? No, I don't think so. Came all this way for nothing. Let's head back. Hey, at least I stayed connected. The magic camera angle. Everything stays. I wonder how they work, those lava falls, if they're just magical or... What is that?
Got this one.
The purple fog, just like the moon in the night sky, is a product of the will of the Lady in Shadow. She could give her realm any appearance, and she has chosen this one. Ah, maybe they're just fake, maybe they're just illusions. But they look pretty hot. Let's go up here. Have a look around. What?
What's going on here?
Here we are. Yeah, there we are at the palace with a nice name. Is he blocking the way? No, we're just walking through him. Don't mind me, just let me through. Walks right through the demon. What are those? What are those crystals? Ah. Okay. It's not always the same angle. Is there any system? Gosh, but I also just have to get all of them right. Oh no, I can walk here. Where do I even want to go? Or am I just doing this for fun? Oh, can I connect to this part? Huh? You know, we'll just try.
Against us. I
I would at least expect that I can't rotate them with our allies on it. So let's try to fix them.
Should I?
Ha, see? Nice. And now we can put one companion on each of them.
Nicely.
I'm here.
And I think that makes things way easier. And beside that, I'm just pressing
Let's
buttons.
see what we can do.
Oh, let's try the top one. And the top one again. I have no idea what I am doing. Do you know the meme with the dog in a lab coat? That's me. Why can't I...
Shelyn guides me.
But now let's see that. I can't get on this one for whatever reason. I mean, they're connected.
I feel like the chosen one.
But they're connected. Oh, now it works.
Here we go.
I don't
again.
get it. I just accept it. Not that I have any other options. And this one again. And now that looks perfect. Or not. It's once again
We'll
bugged.
win this, one way or the other.
Please.
Ah, do they have a... I think they have a top and a bottom. For whatever reason. Ah.
I'm trusting you. Something is not right here.
Okay. All of that we just did for chests, so let's hope it's worth it. And let's hope we don't blow ourselves up. Come on, Woljif.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Ah, successfully disarmed traps. What do we have here? Doesn't seem to be too impressive, actually. Few gold coins. There's also a scimitar. That one a good one? But I think no one of us is using scimitars. So it might not be a good one, but hopefully it's the pricey one. Oh, it is 20,000. Faith Bearer. A holy +4 scimitar. And I don't think anyone is using that. Nope. Not of our main party. Anyway. Fun with riddles.
Here we go.
I'm still looking... The House of Wicked Knowledge. I think that's the one we have to go for Greybor, right? I mean... Just for my own defense regarding forgetting names and stuff, look how many quests we already did. I mean, when did I start the game? I think 4 months ago or something? Just insanely long. The Abandoned Mansion is for Woljif. The House of Wicked Knowledge is for Greybor. So.
I will defend my dream.
There's a vampire fencer. Lots of vampires. Here comes the fodder. Go, feast. But then clean up after yourself so the guards don't find the bones. What are vampires doing in Alushinyrra? How strong are you? 31. Okay, quite some AC. So, let's use Burst of Glory. Get a little bit closer. So we can target all of them. 152 damage. Ouch. Poor Ivu. With a single spell, that's insane.
Disappear.
Cover me,
Alright.
Healing is what I was made for.
I actually read some more of the spell descriptions and figured out that Burst of Glory is quite strong, especially to overcome some of the higher ACs.
Struggles end here. I will resist. Disappear.
Ha. Okay. Oh, poor Ivu.
Search for the
Let's heal up.
your heart, not your eyes.
And some more. Would be nice to have like a button to be like, okay, you'll just use all the spells and heal up as much as you can.
I can handle
Let's
it.
have a look if there's something here.
Might be trap. Might be
Is there
trap.
just a trap? I know there's also a chest. Why is there even a chest outside a building? And also with just some ingredients to cook and craft. Ooh, an autosave. I'm scared. Huh. The lock is familiar. These locks are used by monster traders from Kartapesh who want to ensure their most powerful beasts stay in their cages. It can't be forced, but one delicate twist of a knife and... done. A hunt is a clash between the hunter's cunning and the shrewdness of the prey. When the prey expects a trap, the hunter's acumen is put to the test in trying to subvert such expectations. Willodus has proven he understands this fundamental principle. Ooh, look at that at the right, at the artwork. So many doors and so many stairs. The commander bursts through the front door and freezes. For all the tales about the mansion supposedly becoming a citadel, no one is there to sort the unwanted guests. There are no flying arrows, no chilling battle cries, and the expensive furniture hasn't been turned into makeshift barricades. The commander and his companions carefully examine the luxurious antechamber. There are two doors leading deeper into the mansion. One bears a symbol of a mirror, and the other a symbol of a knife. There's a bloody pigeon feather in front of the doors, and a note that contains two words. Welcome, assassin. The commander recalls that the bloody feather is the symbol of Shax, the Blood Marquis. This demon lord is infamous for luring his victims into labyrinths full of deadly traps. The door slams shut loudly behind him. The commander... The second page is just empty. Yeah, I would say let's not take the door with the bloody feather. The commander enters the door with the mirror symbol. Stepping through the doorway, the commander suddenly feels nauseous, and an icy chill runs across his skin. His intuition screams that he has just passed through an interplanar portal, and he instantly loses all sense of direction and balance. It seems the rooms of this mansion occupy different layers of reality, and these portals unite them into an elaborate labyrinth where a single wrong turn is enough to lose one's way entirely. Greed and arrogance are traits inherent to almost all demons, and the Lord of the Mansion seems eager to prove himself without equal in the indulgence of both these vices. The door leads into a magnificent sitting room. It has been furnished in a manner indicative of tasteful refinement. The lamp reflections sparkle on the gilded furniture. The floor is covered in elaborate mosaics. The shelves are full of expensive trinkets. As if all this luxury wasn't enough, the whole room is reflected back again in the giant mirror that covers the entire ceiling. As soon as the commander enters, the mirror surface ripples, starting to bubble, bulge, and ooze like molasses. It sends its sticky tendrils toward the outsiders, and a single touch from those appendages pierces the flesh with a sepulchral chill. The commander could try to look around, searching for cover, but that seems like just postponing the fight, the struggle. So the commander attempts to break the mirror with a powerful blow. Go, Ulbrig! Nice. With a furious cry, Logan Aldori strikes the mirror with all his might, and the surface shatters with a deafening clang. The shards fall down in a glittering waterfall, smashing into tiny fragments on impact. By right, the trophies from a battlefield belong to the victor. The commander invokes that right and fills his purse with a considerable number of gold trinkets that any merchant would gladly barter for more useful items. There are 3 doors that lead out from the room occupied by the strange, carnivorous mirror. The commander decides to open one bearing the symbol of... Yeah, still no fan of the crooked knife. On the other hand, is that maybe the solution? Because I mean the whole labyrinth could be set up by said demon or any follower of that demon. Let's go to the door, bearing a symbol of a pair of scales. No matter how gleefully the lord of this palace mutilates flesh, he is first and foremost a scientist. And a scientist, by definition, is a madman who can put to shame any giggling maniac with a knife. As a scientist, I'm offended. Therefore, it comes as no surprise that this laboratory is furnished with care and order, and there's no hint of the tawdry luxury found in the other rooms. There's a multitude of flasks and vials with potions resting on the tables, and the cupboards are full of jars containing brains of all shapes and colors. Ew. As soon as the door closes behind the commander's back, a huge silvery autoclave opens with a wheezing clang, emitting a wave of foul-smelling brine. A hideous homunculus, covered in glistening slime, crawls out of the autoclave. Its liquid, malleable body constantly grows new limbs, eyes and mouths, absorbing the bits and pieces it no longer requires. It seems the monster can't decide what shape it should take. It stares at the commander with malevolent intelligence. It seems it has better mental faculties than most alchemically produced creatures. The homunculus giggles repulsively as it grabs a vial full of acids and aims it at the commander's head. Okay, we can try to scare it off. We can attack it. And we can also try throwing flasks of potions at the homunculus. And being true to himself, Logan decides to scare off the malevolent monster. Logan Aldori takes a deep breath and produces a frightening roar. The homunculus wails in 3 different voices and flees rapidly. Its multitude of thin, little legs melt to produce 2 stout, muscular ones, before turning into the flexible tail of a snake. The homunculus finds a narrow hole and crawls inside. It continues to whimper as it peers out with its saucer-like eyes. Stepping over the wreckage of expensive lab equipment, shattered glass, the commander pauses before the 3 doors and eventually chooses the one with the symbol off. Oh boy. Hey, and this time we don't have the dagger. I wonder if that's a good thing or not. Let's see how long we will spend in this labyrinth. I mean, usually I like the full moon as a symbol, so I would maybe go with that one. We also have a 2-fold maw and a blazing fire, but so far I don't really see a pattern. Maybe I should have noted, like, which symbols I chose. The previous one was a pair of scales, right? Let's maybe write that down. Scales. And before that I think was the mirror. And Logan chooses a door with the symbol of a full moon. The commander enters a magnificent bedroom and ends up knee-deep in a seemingly bottomless pile of soft blankets, fuzzy rugs, plum featherbeds, and other covers of all sorts and shapes. That sounds kinda nice. I say very carefully. Let's continue and see if it's actually nice. They lure and promise the sweeter dreams if only Logan Aldori would lie down and close his eyes. It's a trap. It's a dangerous temptation. Anyone who allows these fluffy killers to put them to sleep won't wake up ever again. They will crawl over the victim, piling up around them and then suffocate and smother them to death. Carving through a featherbed with his blade, the commander sees glistening flesh and a thick ichor oozes out from the rent in the fabric. Yet no book has ever mentioned such strange, bizarre creatures. Kinda sounds a little bit like a variant of Mimic though. Dream killers or something like that. The commander can only guess that this is the result of a strange experiment on some predatory swarm organism that disguises itself as something harmless and then preys on those it lures close. The commander decides that the best decision would be to start a fire. I can vibe with that one. Ah, come on. To start a fire and escape from the room using the flames as a distraction. The lamp that the commander has torn from the wall explodes, and burning drops of oil rain down on the rugs, setting them alight in seconds. Soon, the entire bedroom is aflame. Rugs and blankets writhe in agony like living creatures. They crack and burst open, spewing hot blood. The sickly sweet smell of charred meat fills the room. Ugh. Trapped in the terrible fire, Logan Aldori keeps his nerve and discovers a route to safety while avoiding the scorching flames. 3 doors with different symbols lead from the master bedroom. The commander decides he would rather take his chances behind the one with a blazing fire or boiling cauldron. I mean, we're going with a fire theme now, right? So he takes the one with a blazing fire. The commander finds himself in a long stone passage. No traps are triggered by his careful steps, yet at the end of the passage, his vision grows blurry. The illusion of safety falls apart like a house of cards, revealing an endless fiery field, ashen mountains, rivers of lava, and magmatic volcanoes. Hot wind scorches his face. It is not difficult to conclude that this is the deadly place of the elemental plane of fire. Ash and volcanic rock tremble beneath the commander's feet, but walking on it seems safe enough for now. The only escape route is the distant freeway arch of rough-hewn stone containing the 3 familiar doors. However, in order to reach it, the commander must find a way past the river of fire, in which tiny islets of porous stone are just barely visible. The river spews out tongues of roaring flame that land on the banks and crystallize into dark glass. As a result, both banks of the river have become steep, jagged cliffs of obsidian. The commander has nothing left to do, but we can use mobility, world knowledge, or religion lore. Nothing left to do but to walk along the bank looking for a fort, guided by his knowledge of interplanar travel. Sounds like the coolest one. Logan Aldori remembers a few tales of travelers who have survived the plane of fire and decides to venture forth along the fiery river's bank. The trek is long and dangerous, but after a couple of hours, wow, it must be so hot, he finally finds what he has been looking for. A strip of hardened black glass arching across a stream of lava like a volcanic bridge. Logan Aldori carefully makes his way to the other side using the makeshift bridge and climbs up the stone arches. After reaching the stone portals, the commander has to decide which of the 3 doorways to enter. Eventually, he settles on the one with the symbol of a rod. The door doesn't budge. The commander forces it open with his weight and enters the same hall where this dangerous expedition first began. The cozy, comfortable setting in no way hints at the nightmares that awaited the commander inside the mansion. The door outside is wide open, and through the doorway, dark figures can be seen clutching weapons. All of this was nothing but a warm-up. The final, decisive battle is still to come. The commander prepares for a fight as he steps outside the cursed mansion. Such a cool thing, I really love those different themes in different rooms.